I'm talking more about prayer versus manifesting. Now, if you didn't watch my first video on that subject, I suggest you watch that one first because this is part 2. Now, I already talked about how when people throw it out there to the universe, they're saying the universe is giving them something. Nothing comes from the universe, okay? The universe cannot give you anything. The universe was created by God, and it does produce the things that God created for it to produce, such as air, such as sunlight. These are things that God has created. He created the animals, he created the flowers, all these things. These are living things that he created to produce tangible resources for us to benefit from, okay? Now, when you're sitting things out here to collect from the universe instead of going to God to ask for something you want, who do you think you're getting it from? Who do you think you're getting that stuff from? When you sit out here and you manifest something to come into your life and you say, oh, I want $1 million. I want me this big old mansion. And all of a sudden you get this deal, you get this raise on your job, or you get promoted, you get some job, and all of a sudden you're making 6 or 7 figures, and all of a sudden you find yourself living in this mansion. Who do you think gave you that? I'm going to tell you right now, there are demonic spirits that are sitting out here listening to you. They're watching you every day because Satan seeks about who he may devour. He's seeking to steal, kill, and destroy. And so when Satan opens that door through demonic activity, because see, you willed it, you opened the door for Satan to come in and give you what you wanted. Because just like Eve eating that apple from that tree, she allowed Satan into her life to destroy her. They lost everything because they fell into the trap of Satan. When you're using your mind and the law of attraction, all these demonic things to draw whatever you want, whatever your heart's desires, the devil's going to go out here, okay? He's going to send his demons out here and he's going to make it happen for you. Because now he wants your soul, okay? You're on the hook. All these things you got, God didn't give that to you. Yes, God made all these things. These things belong to him. But the devil went out here and he got it wrongfully, okay? Nothing belongs to Satan. He steals from God's children. This is why God tells us to ask him for stuff. He knows what's right for us. He knows what he wants us to have. Like I said, it's just like that child. You won't want your child to say they can have whatever they want. What if they ask you for alcohol? You would not allow your child to have alcohol. You wouldn't allow your 10-year-old to come to you, and hopefully not, and ask you for a bottle of wine or a bottle of vodka, and you give it to her or him. And that's what's going on. We're sitting here. People are telling you, they catch you up into Satan's trap, telling you, oh, manifest this. You can have whatever you want. No, you can't have whatever you want. And when you do get what you want, there's going to be a price for you to pay for it because you don't even know who it's coming from. You don't know what type of doors you've opened now to the demonic activity. You think Satan's going to give you something for free? And guess what? If you took something that belonged to someone else that was a blessing meant for God's child, now you're going to be judged. Now you're going to be punished, and you can't use the excuse that you didn't know, because remember in the Bible it says that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You can't use the excuse you don't know. If you don't know something's a crime, then it's best to not do it. Okay, it's like you're going into the store and you see all these items on the shelf. Are you going to inquire to the sales clerk, or you don't see a price tag? Are you going to inquire to the sales clerk, hey, do these items cost something, or can I just grab? Will you just grab it and walk out the store with it? Because if you grab it and walk out the store with it, they can say you stole it, and guess what? They can call the cops on you now and arrest you. You can't use the excuse, well, I didn't know. They're going to say, why didn't you ask me? Instead of falling for every little trap that the enemy tries to entice you with, like I said, going in the ways of the world. See, the world, these people are caught up. They're used as agents by the enemy. They're operating for him, and they don't even know it. Half of them don't, and some of them do know it. Those who are producing this, they're working for Satan because they want you to be all caught up now in bondage. Satan is trying to get everybody he can to go on that wide path. That's what he said. Wide is that path. That means everybody, just majority of everybody is heading in that direction. So this is why you don't be a follower and do everything and follow every trend and go along with every single person's doing. I notice this is like there's always a trend on YouTube when everybody's talking about a particular topic. Here come everybody talking about it. Or when everybody's doing something, everybody wants to do it. Or everybody's following it. See, the people don't have their own mind. And those who are not able to step away, who are like sheep following alone, you're going to be following along until you go towards the destruction. You're going to be going forth, following along, and you don't know what you're getting caught up in. That's why this is something you don't want to mess around with. If you have been guilty of manifesting or doing the laws of attraction, you need to repent now. and renounce of that demonic activity. Like I said, it's witchcraft. It has gotten off into demonic behavior. It's allowed occult activity into your life. It's allowed the devil to enter into your life and to bestow these blessings upon you. It is completely different from than having positive thoughts, okay? You can have positive thoughts about yourself. You read the Bible and you recite what God says you are. You say all these things, what God has put in your spirit for you to have. If you want something, you go to God, your Father. You ask him for it and inquire of him. Is this okay for me to have? Lord, is this right for me? Do you want to bless me with this position? Is this the job you want for me, Lord? Do you want me to have this house? Should I take this job? We're supposed, as Christians, we're not supposed to be going on our own way. We are supposed to be dependent on God. And that's all I want to say on this subject.